I think we can all agree the NBA is a better place with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry back. But which of those two former superstar teammates is more likely to win MVP? For more, I'm here now with our Ben Pickman and the fantasy exec Corey Parson. And guys, I think no one has played at a higher level than Kevin Durant thus far this season. So if that's the criteria, he's more likely to win most valuable player. Plus, the Nets record is likely going to be better. But he is playing with James Harden now and possibly Kyrie Irving the remainder of the year as well. And Steph Curry, he's not really playing with anybody, Ben.
Absolutely. And I picked Kevin Durant to win the league MVP heading into this season. But if I was going to just compare them at this point, I would agree with you 100%, Robin. I would say Stephen Curry is more likely. And it's for the reason you mentioned, right? We think about the MVP as a narrative award, and Kevin Durant is playing with James Harden and Kyrie Irving now, two superstar players. And while they're going to be better than the Golden State Warriors, Steph is doing it by himself pretty much, right? He's averaging 28, 6, and 5. And Golden State seems to have at least righted some of their wrongs after a very slow start. So if Curry continues to perform, he's more likely. But if you do look at some of Curry's numbers, he's still a far cry from those 2 years he won the MVP. Just look at his offensive rating. He's at around 113 points per 100 possession, which is down from the 120s, which he was putting up per offensive rating during those two MVP seasons. So Steph is still more likely of the two, but I don't think Steph is a front runner right now either. So
I saw KD say, he now welcomes the Slim Reaper nickname, and he's been putting up, numbers that would match that. His shooting splits are absolutely ridiculous, Corey. So is he playing at a level that's high enough to, erase any narrative gap there due to the superstar teammates?
Yeah, I believe so. Even with the superstar teammates, I see that. I think that we see that Kevin Durant is the man for the net franchise. But when you look at it right now in DraftKings Sportsbook, we've seen both of these players' odds show, and right now Kevin Durant 8-1, Steph Curry at 10-1. I think Durant's the guy that's probably more than likely to pass Luka Doncic and win the MVP award. He's the guy that's going to be the glue to hold the Brooklyn Nets together through these early struggles. He's been the most consistent. Now you do bring Harden in, and he's playing well. And listen, I get it. We get Kyrie Irving back, but Kevin Durant is still the man on that basketball team. And then when you look at Steph Curry, yes, he is playing very well, and he has the Warriors playing better than we may have assumed that they would play, considering how they started the season. But really, now Draymond Green is never going to be an MVP candidate, but what he does for that team, being the ultimate glue guy, I think kind of takes away from Curry a little bit. So I like Durant to win the award. I think Ben was actually correct on that prediction, unlike the Brooklyn winning the championship prediction, because the Brooklyn Nets will never have a celebration in New York's Canyon of Heroes.
Yeah, okay. I'll be willing to bet they'll have one before the other team that plays in New York. But when you were talking about the question at hand here, you're right. I think Kevin Durant is clearly the guy on a superstar-laden team, but James Harden is playing at such a high level, you could argue that they're two of the top three guys in the league, which would be the only thing that would hold him back. But perhaps the Warriors record would hold Steph back enough where the answer here is KD.